And hello everyone, Commander Simlex here, and welcome to Star Trek Online. This video will be a guide to the specialization system that has been added to Star Trek Online in Delta Rising as part of the skill point system, and I will get back to you once I'm on the surface. Hello again, and welcome to Kabali in the Delta Quadrant. Now let's get started with the specialization system. The specialization system can be found in the character statistics under the specialization tab. Now, in the specialization system, there are three different specializations: intelligence, commando, and pilot. Each one having its own special abilities, as you can see, and each one having its own sort of specialty. In the case of intelligence, it is mainly specializing in just plain survival, with abilities like hide weakness, which decrease or increase your damage resistance, or automated reinforcement, which increases your shield regeneration, or a flanking protection bonus against flank damage. Then there's commando, which specializes in heavy hitting and quick, basically quick securing of objectives with enhanced, or shall we say, reduced cooldown of weapons, and just overall more damage and critical hits. Then, of course, pilot is pretty self-explanatory with, well, abilities that improve your maneuverability, flight speed, turn rate, etc. These include maneuvering thrusters, which allow you to have your base flight speed and turn rate when your engines are offline. And also, if damaged, and then Eat My Dust is an interesting one. If you get hit in the rear shield, you have a 5 times stack of +2 defense, which will make you harder to hit. Now, in the case of this system, you can make one specialization a primary specialization, and one specialization a secondary specialization. This, of course, will have, of course, some, pardon me, of course, will have some benefits and some limitations. In this case, I have selected the intelligence officer as my primary specialization, and I can see all 4 tiers of the abilities, and I can unlock every single ability if I want to over time. Then I selected pilot as my secondary ability, and as you can see, I can only see 2 tiers of this ability. Now, you can switch which one is your secondary, and you can do this by going to the one that you want to switch to as your secondary, and just hitting the activate secondary button up here. Now, you are also supposed to be able to switch which one is your primary as well, but it is currently not working as it's supposed to, unless you're not allowed to select which one is your primary, or change which one's your primary, but I find that a little odd considering the way the system is set up. But who knows, maybe it's supposed to work that way. But one of the added benefits of this system is that you can then have as many specializations as you want, albeit you can only see 2 tiers of it at the moment, but you can unlock every single ability in the first 2 tiers of every single ability, or specialization, sorry. And this ties in with your skill point system. Now, these are earned with specialization points. These specialization points are earned by leveling up. Once you get above Rear Admiral, at least I believe it is Rear Admiral, then, well, I know it's the Admiralty. I'm not sure if Rear Admiral gets it, but I know that once you get into the Admiralty, every time you level up, say you go from 40 to 41, you get a specialization point, and that can be put towards a specialization ability. Now, one of the questions that did come up for me when I was looking at this system was, what happens if you get to level 60? Well, the answer is you still get all the specialization points, and even when you level up past the level 60. So say you're at level 60, and you fill up the silver bar up here. Well, you'll still get a skill point, or actually, you'll still get a specialization point as well as expertise. This is a very useful system as it helps people that have already reached a Fleet Admiral rank level up. Then, as far as another way you can get and that of course is the main way you will be getting these specialization points. However, you can also gain specialization points through the Kabali system, and the Delta Quadrant. Through the missions that you do on Kabali Prime, you can gain specialization points through that as well. So you have two ways there. Now, as far as I know, there is no other way other than the Kabali Prime and the leveling up of your character that you can get these specialization points, and they might add more in the future. But as far as I know, those are the only two ways at the moment. Then, of course, there is the added benefit of the specialization system in the case of the gear that you can get. In this case, I have the intelligence officer here, and if as you rank up in tiers on the specialization officer, or specialization that you select, for instance, intelligence officer, say I get to tier 2, then I can go to the Delta Alliance reputation system and receive specialized gear that has been created for that particular specialization. In this case, the intelligence modules. Now, I do not know if there is any specialized modules for the commando or the pilot, but I would believe that there will be eventually. And in this case, you have frictionless particle field, make yourself harmless to the enemy, incite chaos, neurolytic injection, photonic decoy, sonic suppression, tripwire drone, just for fun, and tons of other abilities. So, the specialization system, as you rank up, can unlock gear. Again, I say I'm not sure if Commando or Pilot has any gear, but I know Intelligence Officer does. So, if any of you find out, please let me know. But yeah, that is essentially the system, and it is rather nice. It adds a little bit of an aspect to the end game where you can get a little bit ahead of your opponents or get ahead on a mission just by ranking up your character. And I hope you guys found this guide useful. And please like and subscribe and comment on this video, as it does help my channel, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Commander Simlex, out.